Hi guys, Artiar here. So for today's video, I will be introducing my team for Dark Star Lord in Falsetto Fantasy. Okay, so I'll briefly explain like how the boss work first. So for the first team, what you want to do is to maintaining to land your debuff on the boss, so the boss won't be able to get the stack, which is this one. Shadow Shadow Embrace, and then this every stack would of this stack will reduce the damage taken. So if you can reduce the stack to like let's say 0, it won't have any damage reduction. But this for the team 1 is a bit RNG because of it's a turn limit, right? 150 turn. Then whenever the turn limit gone, it will straight away calculate how many debuff on the boss. So sometimes you will still get like let's say five stacks or 8 stacks, but it's fine. So, but the core idea for your team 1 is to surround around debuff and 1 healer. So my healer for my team 1 is using Meredith, is using a speed leader. Then this is my Meredith um, equipment, is going with Ocean Wave and HP to deal a little bit more damage from her S3. Then Hall here is a very good unit to keep applying poison, but my Hall is going with a slightly DPS because I want to deal some damage as well on phase 1. Then I'm going with Astro Set to burn some turn there. Then Kara is going with Ocean Wave and Avatara because I want to keep spamming her S3, which is her main poison place, and then with high accuracy as well. Then Unas here is for my AP pusher and my AP and my buffer. If you don't have Unas, you can use other AP pusher as well. So let's say like Asenath, like Clara as well. If you are using Clara, maybe you can take away Meredith and put in other unit because Kara is a healer as well, right? So Unas here is my buffer and my AP pusher. Then Baratina is here for her buff blocker, debuff, and also most importantly her passive that can dispel the buff, because it sometimes if you fail to land the buff blocker, you need the boss will get immunity, so you need a Biotina to dispel the buff, and then Biotina is made with some DPS as well. So my core unit here, the debuffer is these three: Hall, Kara, and Biotina. Then Unas is my AP pusher, then Meredith is the healer and my speed leader. Then my DPS unit is Hall and Biotina because they beat with some crit damage and crit rate as well. Okay, then oh, by the way, if you guys are waiting for the infographic, I will make it like around mid of the month because I'm busy like for a few for like 1 week. I'm going for a vacation. All right, so this video is actually recorded earlier, and then my team 2 here is mainly for my DPS now. I'm going with Brewster, Yunchuan, Embla, Sally, and Champagne. If you guys have watched my other video, which is the Sonica one, you'll notice that my team 2 and team 3 is basically plus minus the same thing. Plus minus the same thing, because they are like the best combo slot together. Okay, then Brewster is going with Ocean Wave and Brawler because I want him to keep rotating the S3. Then S3 will give more reload attack, then can keep pew pew at the boss. Then Yunchuan here is going with Thunder and Avatara just for the DPS. And then Embla here is going with Relief and Avatara. Relief is because whenever I use an S3, I want Embla to keep up the seed stack. So I'm using Relief set on Embla. She doesn't need a very fast speed because she is going to get AP boost from the seed stack itself. And then if you keep proccing the Relief set, means there's going to more seed means more AP push for Embla herself. Then Sally is the healer in this team. I'm going with Ocean Wave and Hold Fast Set for the overall defenses, the tankiness. Because in team 2 actually will die early sometimes for my team if I went unlucky, because this team doesn't have a buff blocker other than Brewster's S3. That's why I need Brewster to keep spamming his S3 to maintain a buff blocker on the boss. If the boss get the crit rate up or attack up, my team will probably die. Then Champagne is the buffer for this team, who is going with Harmony Set and Avatara. If you don't have Champagne, you can go with Alice as well. If you're going with Alice, the requirement for the crit rate for the team isn't that high anymore. Okay, then for my team 3, I'm going with Mateo. The twins synergy very well with Mateo because they are multi-hit. They also can call in their allies, which is like Red Twin. Red Twin is going to hit 3 times, and then the ally White Twin will hit 2 times, so total 5 times, and then it's going to boost Martio a lot. Martio is running with Thunder Set and Albatara. My Martio is R2 above, so I'm not running with crit rate, that's why. And then Red Twin here is going with Ocean Wave and Albatara because I want him to keep rotating his skill. Then White Twin is going with Ocean Wave and Albatara as well. Both of them are built with DPS. You can see there's a decent crit rate and crit damage, as well as for the Black Twin. And the reason why I'm not building that high crit rate is because Black Twin gives crit rate buff as well. Then I'm going with Gaius as well for more DPS. If you don't want to use Gaius, you can use other DPS as well, such as who else? Such as Elaine. If cause of the multi-hit will boost Martio AP as well, such as maybe Leora, Taver, alright, for example. But I prefer Gaius in the end because Gaius provides the buff blocker, and Seer sometimes my Black Twin, cause it's on Ocean Wave, right? My Black Twin sometimes the RNG is so good to keep blocking the Ocean Wave. My Red Twin is unable to use her S1 sometimes, so I prefer using Gaius. Then I'm using Abigail for my buffer for this team and the AP pusher. So team 1, the buffer is this 3, and then my AP pusher, my healer. Team 2, my healer is this. This is my AP pusher, my buffer, and then this 3 is DPS. For my team 3, this 3 is a DPS, and Abigail is my buffer. Maybe you are curious, like maybe why there's no healer in team 3. Because team 3 Abigail provides absorb, so team 3 doesn't need a healer, they'll recover back their HP by themselves. If any one of them actually die, Abigail can also revive them by her S3. So this is my team for the Dark Starlord. Hope the information actually helped you guys out, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.